In the ongoing operation in the Hiranagar area of Samba district, security forces have successfully neutralized a terrorist, recovering a significant cache of weaponry and other materials. Amongst the seized items were an AK series rifle, ammunition, medicines and a substantial sum of cash amounting to 1 lakh. The operation remains active as security personnel continue their efforts to ensure the safety and security of the area. So in the aftermath of Hiranagar, Ajay, arms and ammunition recovered, one terrorist neutralized as well.
Yes, one terrorist has been neutralized by the security forces last late night, and a recovery was made. One AK series rifle, ammunition, arms and ammunition, medicines, and 1 lakh rupees cash was recovered from that terrorist possession. That indicates that these terrorists basically was provided cash and the weapons as well. They were basically planning to survive here for the long time, but when they were spotted here by the locals, they immediately were caught, and they were area was cordoned off, and one terrorist was gunned down. Still one terrorist is alive and hiding in the forest area. So to hunt that terrorist, security forces are on the job, and it is believed that soon they'll be able to neutralize these terrorists. But see, what is happening, that the terrorists, those who are infiltrating to this part of the Jammu region, which has been planned by Pakistan to once again disturb this region of the Jammu. It seems that they have been provided, terrorists have been provided cash by the Pakistan, and that is the Indian currency. That indicates that Pakistan is basically planning, these terrorists to survive for the long time, so that they can, live over here in the forest area and then carry out attacks whenever it is required. Because we have seen that on 9th of this month, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was taking oath there in Delhi for the third time, that terror attack which has taken place there in the Riyasi district when Yatri bus was targeted, that was a pre-planned attack. And similarly, on 2 days, in 2 days, two attacks were carried out by terrorists in Doda and the Hiranagar area. That is also, the proof that what Pakistan is trying to do here in the Jammu region to disturb the peace. But forces are on the job, and even Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, he have chaired a high-level security forces meeting to ensure that, to know that how they are planning to neutralize all the terrorists present over here in the Jammu region.
All right, stay with us. In the aftermath of the Hiranagar operations, in fact, authorities anticipate 1 to 2 terrorists hiding in Seda village's forest. Tragically, a CRPF personnel has been martyred while 2 civilians sustained injuries. Security forces remain vigilant, intensifying efforts to apprehend the remaining terrorists and ensure the safety of the area. So in that thickly forested area, there are reportedly more terrorists still, that the security forces are hunting down, Ajay.
Yes, one terrorist is still alive, and the security forces, those who are, taking position and holding the guns over here, they are ensuring that every terrorist has to be neutralized over here in this region. I would ask my camera person to show you the visuals of the forest area. This is the thick forest area where the gun battle and the last firing has taken place early in the morning at around 4 when, CRPF personnel was injured. Terrorist basically was hiding inside the bridge, and at early morning when he was trying to basically break the cordon, he came out and opened fire on the security forces, in which the SSP and DIG's vehicle was attacked by the terrorist who was hiding over here. Actually, after CRPF personnel was injured, these senior officials, they basically rushed to the spot, and they were basically trying to evacuate the injured CRPF personnel. But terrorists, those who were hiding there, they opened fire, and they tried to shoot the senior officials, those who were in the bulletproof vehicle. But somehow it was a narrow escape for these 2 officers. They bravely, retaliated the terrorist firing, and then they came out of that area. So this is the situation right now over here. But still, one terrorist is hiding in this area, and definitely security forces there on the job to, neutralize this terrorist who is basically in the thick forest area. They are trying to locate him with the help of drones and other modern gadgets.
All right. In fact, also joining us now at this point is Major General K.K. Sinha, security analyst. We also have, in fact, SP Vaid on the phone line with us, former DGP Jammu and Kashmir. SP Vaid, let me quickly bring you in here on this, of course, security overall now that is needed, given the fact that 3 terror incidents have rocked J&K in 3 successive days, sir.
Yes. See, if you see the pattern, how there is a concerted effort to involve the whole Jammu region of Jammu and Kashmir after terrorists faced flap in Kashmir Valley after abrogation of Article 370. And you have seen how Rajouri Poonch was involved in last one and a half year. We had, I think, more than 24 casualties of the Indian Army. We had only a few months back attack on Air Force. Earlier, Commando, the army had faced so many encounters, and after disturbing Rajouri Poonch, and same group struck in Riyasi district 2 days back. We saw how Yatri bus was attacked and leading to casualties of 10 and about 32, 33 Yatris getting injured. Now, yesterday's incident in Kathua district, what you are seeing in Hiranagar, Kathua district, shows that another group has managed to infiltrate from the international border, maybe a strength of 3 or 4, I don't know the exact number. What you are seeing in Doda, in Shatragala, Bhadrawa area, as per inputs, a group of 6-7 terrorists had managed to infiltrate from international border and gone towards Basantgarh area of district Udhampur, where it had a contact about 2 weeks back with the VDC, where a VDC member got martyred, and the very same group divided into two. One went to the hills of Kathua district, the other had gone to Bhadrawa side, and I think this is that group of 5-6 terrorists which had a contact last night. There is a need to go after all these terrorists who have managed to infiltrate, and we must ensure that no more infiltration takes place in the international border, and also to protect Rajouri Poonch, the LOC also needs to be strengthened. I think we need to take care of our LOC.
All right. Let me also, in fact, get in Major General K.K. Sinha for his perspective on this story. Major General K.K. Sinha, what is causing this? Clearly, of course, Pakistan and their proxies are to blame. But what do you make of the pattern behind these successive incidents?
Good morning and Jai Hind, Uday. You are talking about the pattern and the design which we see. And the pattern design has established one thing, that the Pakistan desperation to do something, the India was earned a very, very hard, the success on the ground in political level, geostrategic level, and security level at the complete Jammu and Kashmir after the abrogation of Article 370, 35A. Now the pattern which is given earlier, as brought out by the DGP Badji, regarding he talked about Rajouri and Poonch. See, it is from last 1 year or so now. We have been seeing a very, very up the same area where in 2003 the Operation Sarbinas which was carried out. The pattern is same. If you see whether it is the forested area, the hill area, or the hill tract, which is dividing and which is all going towards the Jammu and Kashmir and towards the Srinagar, towards all three districts, which used to be earlier, the hotbed of terrorism. Over and above, it is along the LOC and IB. And the incident now, when you say it has come down to Riyasi, if you see the Riyasi, and you see the location and the terrain over there, it is actually pushed back toward the southern side from north to south. And then now Hiranagar Kathua area. If you see the Hiranagar Kathua area, that is the IB has also been touched. And these groups, in my judgments, are all different. It is not the same group which is carrying out the operations. There was a security input which came out, and after what happened, 1 hour before, our Prime Minister was, when swearing in was taking place, a third time, that is the time, where they have come out with a particular name. And Abu Hamza, and the Fauji Chetta, its names are, along with one more terrorist, which is actually, if you see Abu Hamza used to be and located somewhere in the launch pad. Now Abu Hamza, along with this Fauji Chatta, which is actually a commando of Pakistan Army, ex-commando. They are carrying out operations and they are carrying out deadly operation where the Reasi bus incident has taken place by this group. So now, in my judgment, if you take because 740 kilometer along the LOC and also the IB sector, Jammu area, they want to do it because it is a pattern has never been there until unless the Pakistan wants to have a dust parade, and this shows the desperations on that. The design is very simple. We talked about the pattern and the design. Design is that that they have activated all launch pad. They have able to push whatever the forces which is carrying out a targeted killing. Design is a targeted killing. It is based on certain informations. I feel it, and the informations are going from this side, and we have to go again all out. See, all out operations were very, very successful. And after the article, 3 and 35A, when the abrogation took place, and thereafter, you see, the things have gone down. And the number was coming down less than 100 terrorists, which is there. If less than 100 terrorists, then what is happening now? Now is that I think the infiltration will say that we'll block the LOC, but it's very, very difficult. The sneaking will take place. Only how the thing stops. After we carry out surgical strike, there was a lull period. After the Balakot operations, there was a bigger lull period. See, we are holding the ceasefire. Ceasefire is being held since 2022. In February, it started, and still we are carrying on. But if you want to have the design and retribution from your side, you have to be very, very strong. There is something which is required in the way we have done it, Balakot and this thing. And I think the new government must be planning. If you will not do it, you will buy more casualties. We have been buying more than 2 dozen casualties in the areas Punch Rajouri itself. And we had also not carried out all-out operation in the pattern of 2003 when the Operation Sabinas was, and for a very long duration, this area was absolutely, neutralized, and they were not able to do it anything.
Okay, let me get in also Group Captain UK Devnath, a defense expert, for his perspective on this story. Group Captain UK Devnath, do you believe that, this is no coincidence that this comes soon after, in fact, the swearing-in ceremony of the new government? In fact, the first terror incident in Reasi occurred just, a couple of hours before the swearing-in ceremony of the new government in Delhi. Also, of course, the way these attacks have, taken place, the 3 successive days, 3 successive incidents. Who is behind this, and what must be now the strategy ahead?
Yes, Uday, without doubt, the masterminds are sitting in Pakistan, whether it is Pakistan Army, ISI, or maybe a part of Shahbaz Sharif government. We shouldn't miss out that, as you rightly said, new government has taken oath in Delhi, and it is Pakistan's way of showing to India that the new government will continue to face all the challenges which it faced from Pakistan in last decade also. There are many terrorist groups which are being sponsored by Pakistan-based government agencies. These are mostly LAT, JKLF, PAFF, TRF. Some of them, they infiltrate from across the border. As General Sinha correctly brought out that it is very difficult to monitor each and every meter of the IB or LOC. Army, CRPF, BSF, they are doing an excellent job of monitoring infiltration. But the terrain there favors infiltration, especially during bad weather or at night. Uday, US Army, when it was operating in Vietnam, also find manning the border or manning the area between communist insurgents and US controlled territory is very difficult. But modern techniques are now available. Since troops cannot go to each and every place every night, every hour, probably there is a time now to induct little sophisticated devices. Seismic sensors are available, military infrared cameras are available. acoustics devices are available. These can monitor, these can be installed in remote areas where it is difficult to, because of terrain, jungle hai, khadda hai, darra hai, surange hai. So these seismic sensors or acoustic sensors can be positioned there. Uday, one more thing which is required is probably at MEA is playing very important role, and time to remind Pakistan, at least at diplomatic level, that India wouldn't like to carry out another operation like Uri or Balakot. We must tell them this through this strong message through diplomatic channels. Yes, Uday.
All right.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.